Howdy, y'all. My name is Josh. I am the founder and curator of the Finding Our Voice project in search of sing-alongs and protest songs. I'm here with Brandon Eidson, singer-songwriter in Austin, Texas. He's going to perform one of his songs, One Heart, One Mind, for us in just a minute. Finding Our Voice is a project that I'm starting here shortly. I'm going to be traveling from Austin all the way up to Seattle, sitting down with musicians like Brandon and song leaders and community leaders who are writing, reviving, teaching songs that we can sing together, and songs that have a message. If you know of somebody along my route, please reach out who would like to sit down and be part of an interview, or keep your eyes peeled for community pop-up events. Got the first one already scheduled for August 13th in Albuquerque, New Mexico, which is exciting. Brandon, thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me, man.
Your song, One Heart, One Mind, I've now heard a few times, and it's very catchy. And its message is so relevant and uplifting and inspiring. The story behind it is also interesting. You want to share a little bit about how the song came about?
Yeah, man. Thanks. So the song is called One Heart, One Mind. And I started writing this when I was working in a corporate environment. I noticed my coworkers and people around me were just super depressed and looked like they were craving purpose and connection in their lives, and inevitably I dealt with the same thoughts and feelings too. But as time went by, I started connecting with people around me on levels that were unexpected, really, and that combined with other experiences that I had outside of work really showed me that we are, as human beings, completely connected with each other, whether it be on a conscious or subconscious level. And the chorus, I'll go ahead and give you the words. It's we are one heart, one mind. We are thinking collectively all of the time, because we're our minds are kind of like connected in a way. We make decisions and have thoughts that aren't just ours. It's a collective consciousness type of thing. So anyway, that's a good preface for the song, and I'll stop talking and go ahead and play it.
Yeah, people will hear its sentiment for sure. And maybe there's a few things we could say after you play it too, because there's a lot of good little nuggets in there that I think are worth highlighting.
Yeah.
But yeah, sing along. The chorus is catchy, so sing along wherever you are.
Don't go as planned or expected. Don't you go worry or cry. To meet your given duty to surrender and accept the realities that's just life. We all go through trials and tribulations that disrupt how we think things are supposed to be. Keep in mind that we are all in this together, so take a deep breath and coast with me. Coast with me, coast with me, coast with me, coast with me, I said, coast with me. Don't be afraid to ask me for help, because soon I'm gonna need it too. At a certain point I was feeling just how you felt. Now I'm here to come see you improve. Depression and anxiety, the symptoms of society that doesn't offer what we need. Sure as hell ain't fast food or fast cars or cash wars. The only enemy is greed. The money that we make is so phony and fake, but it's got us chained to our seats. The debt just keeps rising, the ledger we're hiding. They make us all believe we're free. The reason that it's like this, we've given up on trying to run the government ourselves. So we better get to fighting. Humanity is right, and what story do we want to tell? Well, something like we are one heart, one mind. We are thinking collectively all of the time. We are one heart, conscious divine. We're all walking slow, heads hanging low, stuck in our minds or sucked into our phones. Forgetting the fact that for now we're alone. There's beauty around us, but we'll never know until we look up and get shook up by the realization that we're all fucked up. We're only corporations sucking all the fun up. Our 40 ways to celebrate the sun's love until the weekend comes where we get drunk and forget about the reason that 2 days ain't enough to leave our desks and decompress before Monday rolls around and then it's on to the next one. You can say we're all disconnected, or maybe we're just all misdirected. Out of all my thoughts through such questions, I would say that this is the best one. We are one mind. We are thinking collectively all of the time. We are one heart, one mind. We are interconnected through conscious divine. Don't get up on happiness in life. There's so much more to see. What's on 3 bright screens there, burning out your eyes? It's time for you to leave.
Nice. Let's talk about that song a little bit.
All right.
There's so many good things you say in there. The first one that I can think of chronologically is "Don't be afraid to ask for help because I'm gonna need it soon."
Yeah.
What's that line?
Yeah, don't be afraid to ask me for help because soon I'm going to need it too.
Soon I'm gonna need it too. Yeah. Wow. Super relevant right now. I think we're so often forced or encouraged to be independent, individualistic. Self-reliant, but then like we've lost, like it takes a certain amount of humility to ask for help.
Yeah.
But then when you put it in that regard, it's like, no, don't worry about it. Like that's how it works. Like I will, it's, that's like the, was it Lean On Me is like all about that. That classic tune. The other thing that I wanted to bring up is you mentioned that you've wanted to do a music video for this, and that it's inspired by your own experience of kind of sort of picking up and leaving corporate world, and how the music video would be this sort of image of somebody sitting in their cubicle in their suit, and one day just sort of having this awakening, like, you know what, this isn't making me happy, this isn't what I want to do, and just literally getting up, running out of the office and like ripping off their suit. And then the video would be like everybody sort of doing that together at once, and how powerful that would be.
Yeah.
I love that. What else from that song? Are there other lines in that song that you think deserve to be sort of spoken and pulled out? You've got a lot of good, nuggets.
So one that I keep in mind a lot is like, the money that we make is so phony and fake, but it's got us chained to our seats. We definitely need money to survive in this society and in this like system that we're in, but it doesn't have any actual value underlying, and so it's like this accepted reality that we all just kind of participate in.
Yeah, there's yesterday I was talking to a friend. He's been working at the same job for 12 years, and so he's very comfortable financially. He's got like 401k and everything. But another friend was pointing out he didn't seem that happy. And he was like, yeah, but like it's so easy there. I've got so much sway, and I've got all of this like built up sort of social and financial capital. Like to me, that's that change sense of makes it hard to make change and really follow what makes you happy. Any questions or comments from the live audience? if you guys have any questions or comments about that song you just listened to, feel free to post them. You also kind of talk about this collective intelligence, which I think is super relevant right now. The overall spirit of it being that even though we all walk in this sort of individual subjective reality, there is some like larger collective intelligence. And a lot of people over human history have called it different things, but like this idea that when we tap into that, we can be much smarter, much more creative. And I think the problems that we're facing right now are so massive. It's so overwhelming when you look at it through the old lens. But I think you're encouraging us to sort of transcend that and tap into a collective intelligence.
Yeah, there's so many distractions in this modern day world, whether it be social media. I mean, it's being programmed to manipulate you into giving it more attention. Like even Facebook, Instagram, and it's kind of got a strangle on me here recently. I just recently realized how sucked in I was. Not only that, but just the slew of awful news stories that we're fed. It's hitting our receptors and just wearing us down. And the remedy is really talking about it and kind of coming together in a way, but also going inward. And that's where we find the real connection with ourselves and with others. Whenever we meditate or do yoga or just any kind of mindfulness practice, we are connected to ourselves, and within ourselves is a connection to every other living being that surrounds us. And that's how we're going to get through this, is by being able to see others as another you or another me. Because we all have these distinctions, these things we hold on to. Oh, well, this is what makes me me. This is my job. These are my clothes. This is my reflection in the mirror, or what have you. But if we can transcend that, we can truly work together and organize.
Hear, hear. Well, thank you for that song.
Yeah.
I definitely was tempted and was singing along a little bit. So that one's probably going to stick around. I think I'll want to keep. I want to hold on to that one.
Cool.
Well, let's see if anybody had any comments here. So Davis there. Davis, who I think I'm going to hopefully connect with up in Seattle and Oregon around Singing Alive. Have you heard of Singing Alive?
No, I haven't.
I hadn't heard of it until this project kind of came around, but it's a couple of days of people gathering together to learn and teach songs in circles, all different types of songs, and it's mostly sort of voice centric. So I'm looking forward to that. My sister and I are going to be there. But he's kind of saying recognizing that we're fucked up, and you kind of have a line about that in the song as well.
Yeah.
And it's a tough balance between acknowledging how bad things have gotten with individuals in terms of our physical and mental health and societally, and just seeing it for what it is, and remaining optimistic and remaining positive, and remaining loving, and kind of holding on to that light. Sometimes that's the dance. And I think in terms of this project, for me, that's why I latched on to song and to music, and that you can say, and I've said this before about Jimmy Cliff in particular, I think he does this really well. You can say really dark things and point out difficult realities with a big smile on your face when you're singing.
It's true.
And Jimmy Cliff, I think, for me at least, is one of the best examples of that. Just singing about his own kind of downtrodden life and the difficult conditions from where he's come from and what he sees in the world, but with such joy and expression and levity. That's that paradox. And I'm not sure there are too many things that can do it quite the way music does.
No, it's interesting how you can set a very uplifting tone with the instrumentation and the melody, but the words can be whatever you want them to be. And so that's the magic, is kind of reaching in to someone's heart and mind or soul or whatever, in whatever filter you want it to be touched.
Yeah, and we had talked earlier about how there's a sense that music is capable of kind of touching something that other things aren't, like this emotional connection or vibration. It's resonance. You have another song called Resonance, and how like we've sort of dampered down a resonance. Well, music has a way of tapping into that just words can't, or thoughts. You can like that idea that you can know the statistics around something, you can know the realities around something, but until you feel emotionally connected to it, are you really going to act on it?
Right.
Well, any other thoughts you want to share? It's probably a little bit more of an extended conversation than we bargained for, but I do enjoy getting your thoughts and kind of laying some of the framework for the whole project. Brandon's basically the first musician that I'm sitting down with for this project, and so I think you're a good first, good number one.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me. It's super fun. I'm glad to be a part of this project, and you have a lot of really great experiences and connections falling forward.
Thanks, man. I've got a good base for my Patreon crowdfunding campaign, but I'm coming up on sort of a deadline, so to speak. So if you were thinking about donating, pledging, even $1, $3 per project, so to speak. So that would be like $4 or $12. Now would be a great time to do it because I'm going to be kind of leveraging that first round of donations on Tuesday. So have a look. It's patreon.com/findourvoice. And then if you're in the Albuquerque, New Mexico area, August 13th, I've got my first sort of community pop-up sing-along event scheduled with a woman named Sylvia out there, who's actually a pastor at a church who does a lot of sort of oral tradition singing with her congregation. So I'm really looking forward to that. Thanks everybody who's been watching, and thanks again to Brandon.
Yeah. Thank you guys. Don't forget to share this video, like all the pages, Finding Our Voice. You can like mine too if you want.
Yeah.
Eidson music.
Yeah, it's all linked here, so please, that would be great. All right. Peace.
All right, y'all take care.